Good afternoon and welcome to the 2021 Brother Louis Seiler Ministry of Teaching Award Ceremony. My name is Dr. Kurt Shackmuth. I serve as Vice President for Mission here at Louis, and it's my honor to welcome all of our guests and our administrators and others who are with us here in person, as well as all of those who are watching online today. These awards are presented every 3 years to a faculty member from each of the university's colleges in recognition of teaching excellence. This prestigious recognition is named in honor of Brother Louis Seiler, one of the original 7 Christian brothers who arrived during the summer of 1960 to assume initial responsibility for Louis College. Most of us have not had the privilege of knowing Brother Louis, but his story is a remarkable one. Brother Louis was one of 9 children born to Peter and Clara Seiler. Remarkably, he and 3 of his siblings all entered religious life as Christian brothers. Brother Louis joined the brothers at an early age, discerning his calling while attending St. Patrick's Academy, now high school, in Chicago. After earning his bachelor's at DePaul University, he went on to Catholic University of America to be the first Christian brother in the United States to earn a doctorate in mathematics, graduating with that degree at the age of 26. Brother Louis' intellect was so exceptional that he was recommended to study under Professor Albert Einstein at Princeton University, but instead he focused his college-level teaching and administrative work at St. Mary's College, now University in Minnesota, and later at Lewis College in the 1960s. Brother Louis garnered extraordinary respect from colleagues across Lasallian higher education and within the Institute of the Brothers of the Christian Schools as an exceptionally talented and gifted teacher and administrator. Despite his true love of teaching, he served as an academic dean for many years of his career and did so with exceptional skill and success. As the first dean of Lewis College, Brother Louis was responsible for obtaining initial North Central Association accreditation in 1963. He loved to teach, and after serving several years as dean, he returned to the classroom. In 1972, he passed away at the age of 62. It was only a year later, in 1973, that Lewis College became Lewis University, much to the credit of his hard work and leadership. To commemorate and celebrate the life and distinguished teaching career of Brother Louis, the university established the Brother Louis Seiler Ministry of Teaching Award in 1982. Since that time, over 24 faculty members have been honored with this prestigious award. This afternoon, we continue this proud tradition with the presentation of the 2021 Seiler Ministry Teaching Awards. As we come together today, let us begin in prayer. As always, we remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Lord, today as we celebrate the 370th birthday of St. John Baptist de La Salle, we recall the remarkable lineage of exceptional teachers who have followed in his footsteps, Christian brothers such as Brother Louis Seiler, and the dozens of faculty members who have received this honor in the past. Faculty who have been honored for living out their vocation as teachers, for their exceptional accompaniment of students, and their commitment to being experts in their fields, willing to educate the students in the Lasallian tradition. Thank you for these exceptional educators among us this afternoon. Bless them with the gifts of the Spirit, the creativity and energy to do their best work, and the faith and zeal to be present to students in new and innovative ways. We ask for all of this in your name. Amen. It's now my privilege to invite Dr. Christopher Sint, our provost, to offer his remarks.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Kurt, for that context and reminder of Brother Louis's unique contributions and commitment to teaching. This is as fitting a time as any to remember that John Baptiste de La Salle is the patron saint of teachers. In his massive shadow and with his profound inspiration Lassallean pedagogy carries with it a few basic principles that I know our award winners live deeply and daily. The classroom is a sacred space where transformative things happen. Students are whole people with complex lives, complex needs, different learning styles, diverse perspectives, and unique things to contribute to the classroom community. And Lassallean educators are particularly concerned about the dehumanizing impact of poverty in our communities and work every day to make life more human, more loving, and more full of opportunity. These faculty embody these principles and practice them in ways that are creative, flexible, and particular to their own unique personalities, and they have unique personalities. And clearly, teaching is their vocation, a ministry that animates and energizes them. This past year especially has drawn our attention to what it means to be a really excellent teacher, to value teaching as a craft that requires preparation, flexibility, expertise, an ability to try new things, try more new things if those don't work, and perhaps most importantly, a willingness to meet students where they are. It's important to point out that our honorees were nominated by their peers and that they are being held up by their colleagues as some of our best educators in this community. As Lassalleans working together in association, we should learn from them, be inspired by them, and show our appreciation for their gifts. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Sint. I now invite Ryan Butt, the Dean of the College of Business, to read the citation and present the Seiler Award for Robert Bergman.
For more than 20 years, this esteemed and well-respected professor has been educating everyone he meets inside and outside the classroom on the value of marketing and sales. His students have come to recognize him as a sales and marketing guru who is always trying to provide the best experience for them inside and outside the classroom. He is committed to the mission of Louis and our Lassallean heritage. Many students have come to know the difference between a salad fork and a dinner fork through his overfilled business etiquette seminars. And even myself, I learned from this gentleman professor the proper way to open a bottle of champagne. And no, it's not with a pop, unless of course you want to increase sales in the restaurant. Our esteemed colleague brings a wealth of professional and academic experiences with him to Louis, which helped to ensure a successful launch and management of the Sales Excellence Program that has become the premier College of Business external serving entity for our students and our business stakeholders. He has been so successful through educating and inspiring our students within this program that even before they finish and graduate, they have been offered at least one job offer from every partnering company. Ever the salesman, his rapport with students is evident through his service as the advisor to the business fraternity Delta Sigma Pi, to leading global travel study programs for our students. His interactions with students inside and outside the classroom can be stated as inclusive, engaging, and student-focused, and his colleagues, both within the College of Business and the wider Louis University community, would acknowledge his commitment to service to our institution in the Lassallean framework. The College of Business is pleased to present the 2021 Brother Louis Seiler Ministry of Teaching Award to Mr. Robert Bergman.
I now invite Dr. Laura Franklin, Dean of the College of Fine Arts, Humanities, and Communications, to present the Seiler Award to Dr. James Burke.
During his many years of service at Louis University, Dr. Jim Burke has proven to be an extraordinary colleague, an impactful teacher, and a scholar and community member who exemplifies for all of us how to embody our Lasallian mission. Dr. Burke is committed to a faculty life that is aligned with his own mission-oriented values. He collaborated with partners from across campus to form the Peace and Justice Studies program. He directed the Center for Ministry and Spirituality for 10 years and subsequently helped to found the Brother Jeffrey Grow Institute for Dialogue, Justice, and Social Action. Dr. Burke has been a presenter in the Exploring Lasallian Mission program for many years, contributing to the formation of a community oriented toward justice, compassion, and social action. As a teacher, Dr. Burke has been innovative, flexible, and student-centered. He has led students in Lasallian programs in Rome and France and has accompanied students on pilgrimages to sites significant in the U.S. civil rights movement. In these experiences, Dr. Burke served as a leader, a guide, and a mentor for students who are themselves preparing to carry our Lasallian values into the world. As a community member, Dr. Burke constantly works to establish vibrant relationships with community partners, and in all his roles as colleague, teacher, scholar, and community member, Dr. Burke has demonstrated extraordinary compassion, faith, and service, both within our Louis community and beyond. For these and many other reasons, the College of Humanities, Fine Arts, and Communications is pleased to present the 2021 Brother Louis Seiler Ministry of Teaching Award to Dr. Jim Burke.
I now invite Dr. Kip Klein, Dean of the College of Education and Social Sciences, to present the Seiler Award to Leonard Harsy.
Mentor, advocate, teacher. Lee Harsy embodies the very best of these monikers in his role as assistant professor of psychology in the school counseling program at Louis University. As one of his colleagues put it, he was a Lasallian educator long before he arrived at Louis. During his 12 years at Louis, he has established a reputation as a warm and inviting instructor, a dedicated and experienced mentor, and a tireless advocate for students. Lee came to Louis after an illustrious career in local schools. He began teaching in the school counseling program at Louis after retiring as director of guidance at Andrew High School in Tinley Park. His practical expertise, commitment to growth and innovation in the classroom, and his passion for student success have earned him the utmost respect from his colleagues and trust and appreciation from students. Lee's dedication to students goes beyond instruction in the classroom. He carefully mentors graduates in the school counseling program through the job-seeking process and beyond. A recent student of Lee's called him a role model and said, quote, "He certainly has left an unbelievably positive mark on our world." In addition to his mentorship, Lee has been an active advocate for students. In particular, he's advocated for the needs of first-generation college students and Dreamers, or DACA students. He's worked closely with university personnel to develop scholarships for these specific student populations. Taken together, Lee's teaching, mentoring, and advocacy have had an indispensable and unequivocally positive impact on Lewis University students. And if I may go off script for just 1 minute, I think many of us are aware of just how fortunate and blessed we are to have Lee here today. Just this past fall, Lee received a heart transplant. And I'm told that one of the first concerns he expressed to his University of Chicago heart team in the initial stages of recovery was, when am I going to be able to go back and teach at Lewis? And in fact, I'm also told that he was not satisfied with the initial timeline his team gave him. And he pushed back. And I'm happy to report that Lee taught his Lewis University courses this entire spring semester, and he's finishing up a successful semester of teaching with us. I don't think I have to tell you what an incredible and amazing level of dedication that demonstrates. The College of Education and Social Sciences is pleased to present the 2021 Brother Louis Seiler Ministry of Teaching Award to Mr. Leonard G. Harsy.
I now invite Dr. Christopher White, Dean of the College of Aviation, Science, and Technology, to present the Seiler Award to Dr. Jason Keleher.
President Livingston, Provost Sint, Dr. Shackmuth, thank you for inviting us all here today. Before I share with you my reflections on Dr. Jason Keleher, I'd like to share what other people think of Dr. Keleher. So excuse me if I have to take out, I want to make sure that I quote my friends and colleagues accurately and correctly. Dr. Keleher is one of the most innovative, creative, and student-centric teachers and researchers that I know. Joseph Kosminski said that. The only thing bigger than Jason's chemistry explosions is his heart. Many have recognized it. I have. Other colleagues have. And not only have his students recognized it, they have experienced it and excelled because of it. That person wished to remain anonymous. I have known Jason for many years and have really gotten to know him on a more personal level and understand him more on a professional level over the past 2 years. Jason's true passion for all things chemistry is evident. His dedication to his teaching, unquestioned. His excitement and desire to share his knowledge with his students, selfless. The mutual respect shared between them clearly demonstrates the appreciation his students have for him and the opportunities available to them because of the time and energy Jason dedicates to them. That was Christine Morrow. Jason has always been a strong advocate for his faculty and students. He has helped break down barriers in the way of research. His mentorship and support have helped advance my career and my research goals. Although he will probably hate me for saying this, once you get through that New York exterior, you'll find a very large heart. Mallory Havens. You won't find a person more dedicated to his students than Jason Keleher. He is passionate about his field, but he's even more passionate that his students be passionate about it. What drives him more than the thrill of scientific discovery is seeing others experience that rush themselves. He has changed so many lives in profoundly positive ways. Jason's students are going to remember him as a catalyst for their success. And I think they're going to be inspired to give back in the ways that he has. Ray Klump. We went through the teaching evaluations over many years and extracted a few what we thought of were representative of the hundreds of comments that students left. Dr. K was the most personable professor I've had. He made me feel like I was capable of more even when I felt as if I wasn't excelling or understanding the material. Another student. Dr. Keleher did everything correctly. He was funny, personable, overall made the course engaging. Above all, he was able to effectively get across the needed information. Dr. Keleher, above all else, has integrity. If he says that he will do something, he did it. Dr. K was a great communicator. The class challenged me intellectually, probably the hardest class I have ever taken in my life. I learned a lot. I wouldn't even call it a class, though. It was more of a process, an experience. Jason took me on a journey that connected the story throughout Orgo 1 and 2. The instructor clearly had an interest in all students succeeding. And I wanted to end with that quote because it is why we are LaSallian educators. We are here so that all students can succeed. And when I reflect on what my colleagues, peers, and the students have been telling me about Jason, it occurs to me that he's flipped the script. Too often we ask the students, are you good enough? We assess them, we test them, we give them grades. But what I see Jason doing on a daily basis is asking himself, am I good enough? Am I doing everything that I need to do to help these students achieve the goals that they have set for themselves? And he is rarely satisfied that he's done enough to do just that. The thing that makes me so proud of being a colleague of Jason is he raises the bar for me. He challenges me to be a better person on a daily basis so that we can have better outcomes for our students. And he challenges his colleagues to raise the bar, to find new ways to educate our students so that they can achieve the dreams that they have set for themselves. So with those reflections, it is with great honor that the College of Aviation Science and Technology issues the Brother Louis Seiler Ministry of Teaching Award to Dr. Jason Keleher.
I now invite Dr. Susan Muller, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, to present the Seiler Award to Dr. Nanci Reiland.
Yeah, I guess I should start by apologizing to Dr. Reiland for being the most reserved dean, and hope it doesn't reflect poorly on Dr. Reiland. So, We were told to write a couple of paragraphs, so that's what I did. Sorry. So, the College of Nursing and Health Sciences is pleased to present the 2021 Brother Louis Seiler Ministry of Teaching Award to Dr. Nanci Reiland. This esteemed award reflects excellence in instruction and enthusiasm when interacting with students. Dr. Reiland's excellence in instruction and enthusiasm when interacting with students. Dr. Reiland's enthusiasm is apparent to her peers who describe Nanci as having great energy in pursuit of achieving her teaching objectives. Dr. Reiland has been instrumental in coordinating the Lewis University response to COVID-19. She has communicated one-on-one with students when exposure issues and isolation or quarantine requirements have occurred. And she's also coordinated vaccine and administration with various health departments throughout the region over the whole entire year. So she has been instrumental in Lewis's response to COVID-19. Nanci is vigilant in developing her students' knowledge, skills, and attitudes as applied to patient-centered care, safety and practice, and as evidence-based practice. Her peers state that she is a living example of the many virtues of a Christian brother educator, which they list as humility, prudence, wisdom, patience, reserve, gentleness, piety, and generosity. And those were all the things that many of her peers listed when nominating her. It is these character traits that her students have come to admire and respect, and those were the things that made her a unanimous choice among her peers, and that is why she is our award winner. She lives her life every day emulating the characteristics of a Sallian educator, and thus is so deserving of the Brother Seiler Award. So we would like to say congratulations to Dr. Reiland.
When we formally announced the recipients of this award not too long ago via email to the university community, I received a response from a faculty member who said, "You have identified the dream team of master teachers." What I think is extraordinary is faculty peers have identified the dream team of their peers who are master teachers. So let's give one big round of applause to our recipients today. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for being here today and watching us online. St. John Baptist de La Salle. Live Jesus in our hearts. Thank you.